Got the Laugo Arms Alien. Super cool gun. Cannot stress how cool this thing is. We're gonna do a little shooting with it. I've got 3 magazines loaded up. I've got 10 rounds in each magazine, YouTube compliant magazines, of course. We're just gonna do some shooting with this guy and kind of see what the recoil impulse feels like. Real quick, I'm gonna mention that it has a really nice mag well. Looks like it has interchangeable grips if you want to swap them out with something else. Don't know why you would. These are really aggressive. I really like the way those feel. So I'm gonna shoot the first mag and give you all my thoughts. Super low recoil. I've heard some people on YouTube say that the recoil on this guy is kind of poppy. It's really not. Now I've got really large hands, so I'm getting a little bit, not necessarily slide bite, but just a little bit of tracking right here from that slide coming across the top like this. It's not cutting me though. Everything is rounded on this gun. There's no real sharp edges. For a $5,000 handgun, I would hope there's no sharp edges. Awesome to shoot. Let's shoot another mag. I know y'all can't see it, but downrange, so I've got my steel plate set at 20 yards, just like normal. I have a group that's about this big, so kind of like volleyball size maybe, that is in the center chest on that. I'm not even trying to control the recoil on this thing. It's just doing it for me. What's weird about it, if you're used to shooting Glocks like I am, Glocks, Smith & Wesson, stuff like that, when you go to point with it, the front side is like really high because the bore axis is so low. So when you go to press this thing out, I'm having to bring the nose of the gun down because it's sticking up so high. Because I'm used to shooting guns that don't feel like this. Looks like my mag well is not on very tight. That's not the gun's fault. That's a user error deal. It does have a little detent there. I just didn't tighten it up. To make sure that those are tight, the last thing you want to do is lose that set screw. Have to buy you a $100 set screw from Laugo. One thing about it, not necessarily a negative thing. I know it's part of the design of this gun. It's a little bit hard to rack. I put a little bit of oil on it before we came out here. I mean, it helped, but it's pretty stiff. This gun has not been shot much. It's on loan to us here at Shooters from one of our very valued customers. I'm getting to shoot it for free. Use my ammunition, but I get to borrow this gun for it, so we can't thank them enough. You know who you are. It's not a beginner's gun by any stretch, not that a $5,000 gun would be. But I'm gonna shoot these last 10 rounds kind of as fast as I can and kind of gripping it really tight to see how the muzzle flip looks. Awesome. So I want to show you guys something that I've let a few other people shoot this gun since we've had it out here on the range, and everybody has struggled a little bit with this part, locking the gun open. So the slide release is right here, but if you push on the back of it, it will not lock the slide open. You have to push up from the center of the slide release or slide stop. So I'm gonna pull the slide back from right here and push up from the center. That one works. So see it locked open, it's working just like it's supposed to. If you pull this slide back and try to push up on the back of it, it won't catch it. So, and that's just how the gun's designed. So this whole lever goes up slightly, not just the back of it. Let me go over the trigger pull on this guy. No magazine around the chamber, clear. Got a little trigger blade safety, kind of similar to a Glock. This one's just made out of metal. So take the safety off. I mean, that's ridiculous. Brakes at about 2 pounds. Release, I mean, the reset is insane. Reset is just a millimeter forward and then brakes again. I've shot it pretty fast on camera and off camera, and it's flat, it shoots fast, the trigger's amazing. Really enjoyed shooting this, had a lot of fun with it. Working at a gun store and gun range, get a lot of cool stuff that comes through the door, and people in this community are usually pretty nice. So we get to try these things out and show them to y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. This thing is really, really slick.